Welcome, welcome. You have picked the right place to be. It's 12 o'clock, and I know that we have a short runway, as my friend told me earlier today, so we're going to get started right away. My name's Melissa Minas, and I want to introduce you to two amazing people that I get to work with. They're my friends. We have Julie Sesser and Diego Arancibia. They're both from ASAP Connect, and I'm going to let Diego kick it off. Take it away.
Thank you, Melissa, and thank you so much for pronouncing my name correctly. Wow, I think that's like a handful of times where someone has done that, so thank you so much. I appreciate that. Good morning, good afternoon. Diego Arancibia with ASAP Connect, housed out of the Santa Clara County Office of Education. I have the honor and privilege to work with my counterpart, Julie Sesser, who you'll be hearing from her and leading the meditation. And excited and honored. And I have to say this off the top. Again, thank you to all the folks that are calling in from either their homes or somewhere where they're having to adjust. We totally understand that and appreciate you being here regardless. That said, I want to give a shout out to, we're going to be leading this meditation, but really to the people who have trained us. My mentors in this path of mindfulness is the Mind Body Awareness Project, MBA. They're the brothers I actually got into it through working with young people in the juvenile hall. So bringing mindfulness to the juvenile hall, and then was able to continue working with them. So a lot of the stuff that we learned from them, a lot of stuff of mindfulness we actually get from them. And then also shout out to the folks who attended our workshop session. So little clue here, the people that did attend, if there are any here, this will be a resourcing meditation. It's a resource meditation as distinct from a grounding meditation. So hopefully we can share a couple of tools and tips in this mindfulness path to help for the rest of the day, but also too for the rest of the journey and expanded learning. I will be posting the link to the actual script. It's actually a postcard size that you can take as well. Okay. And with that, I get to introduce, if you will, or give the spotlight to my colleague, Julie Sesser.
Hey there, everyone. Happy Monday. So glad to be with you all. Like Diego shared, we did a workshop this morning on mindful by design. So why do we do mindfulness? If you weren't able to join us, there's actually science behind mindfulness, that when we take a moment to be present and connect with our body and even our breath, that it can reduce the amount of cortisol, our levels of stress. And so that's really helpful. It's like physiological body effect. Based on being able to slow it down and focus on your breathing. We talk about well-being and we talk about self-care, but unless we truly practice and have our own personal commitment for our own practice, we can't really do it for others well. We have to know and be living it ourselves first. So this is a chance to expand your toolkit per se. We'll be giving you, as Diego shared, we'll be sharing this mindfulness script with you. It's called The Lion Mind versus the Dog Mind. We thought it would be a great way to kick off this conference, to really be able to focus on what's really important, what really matters, instead of getting so caught up with all of the distractions. And I think that this is such a perfect connection, this mindful script in particular, because of the way that we've been navigating this pandemic, right? It's been over a year. In these unprecedented times and situations, we've experienced trauma and loss and just so many changes, and we've really pushed our ability to adapt in really challenging times to the limit, right? And we are constantly navigating, multitasking, and doing so many different things that this mindful meditation, in particular, gives us an opportunity to take a pause, slow it down, and be really focused on what's big and important. So if you've never done mindful moment before, what I'll invite you to do is to get comfortable in your chair and kind of shake out your legs and hips a little bit and your arms. And you just want to make sure that you are sitting upright, but not uptight, as my dear colleague Micah would say. You can rest your hands in your lap or at your side. And I'm actually going to turn off my camera so you can focus on my voice. You can turn off your camera as well if you'd like to focus on just the listening without visual distraction. If you leave your camera on, then I welcome you to close your eyes if you're comfortable, if that's not safe for you, if it's not a safe space where you're in. Then you can just cast your gaze downward. I want you to just focus inward on your breath. I will be sharing with you the lion mind versus the dog mind meditation. I want you to imagine you have a dog in front of you. And in your hand, you have a bone. You begin to wave the bone in front of that dog. What does the dog do? Of course, the dog is completely following that bone. It's almost like he can't see anything else. He's jumping around, going crazy, trying to get the bone. Now you take the bone and you throw it into the corner of the room. What does the dog do? Of course, the dog runs after the bone, right? Almost like he didn't even have a choice. Now I want you to imagine that for some crazy reason, you have a big lion sitting in front of you. You still have your little bone that you're waving in front of him. What do you think he's doing? He's probably watching the whole picture, right? Of course, he sees that bone, but he also has his eye on you. And he certainly isn't jumping all over the place trying to get the bone. So after you throw the bone in the corner, what's that lion going to do? Most likely, he won't run after the bone like the dog, right? He's going to take one look at it thrown in the corner and then set his sights back on you. Who knows if he will try to eat you or not? That's not the point. What is the point? And this metaphor is used to represent two different mind states. The first mind state, the dog mind, runs after every little bone that get waved in front of its face. Bones can represent a lot of different things. Maybe we can even think of some quote unquote bones that have gotten us to trouble in the past. Things we couldn't say no to. Like we never had a choice. Namely, the bone represents distractions in our life that keep us unfocused on what we need to be focused on, whatever they may be. But with the lion mind, the lion sees the distraction, the bone, or whatever the bone represents, but it doesn't feel the need to follow it. The lion notices it, but keeps his eye on the bigger picture. He doesn't allow himself to get distracted from his goal. Take a second and check in with yourself. Are you embracing the dog mind or the lion mind? Invite you to take a couple of deep cleansing breaths, inhaling fully and exhaling out. Now I'd like to invite you to join us back in the space. If you had your eyes closed, you can gently open them. You can turn your cameras on, letting me know that you're back with us. Welcome back. I think Diego has something that we can focus on to just reflect for a moment. Diego?
Yes, hold on one second. Just getting my visuals back up. Yes. What we would like to do is maybe take some time right now, is go ahead and journal. Again, whatever is coming to mind right now. What's alive in you right now in terms of the lion mind, dog mind. So I'm going to give you we have 1 minute left. We have 1 minute left, so we'll give some time to individually just go ahead and take some time and play some music. And for that 1 minute, we'll be able to journal. And also you can use the chat box too if you want to use that as well. Okay. So thank you for Carlos already jump into it. Very relaxing. Again, thank you very much to folks. And if you want to go ahead and put the chat box, again, this is more for you individually too, to ground ourselves. We put in the chat box also the PDF of the script, if you will, for the lion mind, dog mind, for you to practice it and share it with your colleagues as well. Julie Sesser, anything else?
Just thank you for the opportunity to share this with you all. And I hope that it helps you either personally or with your students or staff that you work with. Definitely, it's a resource to have mindful moments and access to strategies for leading them. So would love to support you as you grow and develop in your professional career. So I think that's it. Just thank you for the opportunity, Melissa and Lisa, who's not here, but to share at the Region 9 conference. What? I think that's it. Yeah. Anticlimactic on Zoom. No like loudness or anything. Thank you for the love. Did you have something you want to add, Mr. Guerrero?
Yes. Do you have the links of the songs
Oh,
for any chance? If you can share with us, or you made them.
Yes.
Mr. Guerrero. Yes. Mr. Diego will drop it in the chat.
Yeah, I'll share the
Of course, we'll share our playlist. Yes.
Appreciate.
Does anyone already engage in mindfulness that's
There you
here?
go.
Oh, thanks.
Curious. Anybody else do mindfulness in their own practice?
I have used it with my stop motion class.
Oh.
Because I had we were in convention like a month ago or 2 months ago, and it was I'm trying to remember their names, but it was Mr. Beanie. Beanie, he was from the Bay Area, and he was sharing his voice was so magical, to be honest. And I'm trying to find out the name so I can tell you, but I don't find my notes.
That's okay.
But yes, it works with time because kids are not used to it. So just be patient. And then they will enjoy it later.
Yeah, you can start small too. You don't have to do like a 10. I mean, I would not recommend like your first mindful moment with kids to have like to think you're going to do like a 10-minute. I mean, that'd be crazy.
Do a minute, that would be
30 seconds of quiet. And it's not that they have to be silent completely. It's just to be focused, right? And so sometimes even kids that need fidget stuff, I used to use strategies with students that needed like a fidget toy. They just had it under their desk or something that they could kind of like self-soothe. And so there's all kinds of strategies to support students. But thank you so much, Mr. Guro, for sharing. And there's the playlist. We just dropped it in the chat.
Yes.
So
All
you
right,
have
save
both.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys have the
Hey, Dylan,
PDF
see it.
to the mindful script, and then now you have the playlist as well. So thank you all. And unless Melissa has any announcements, have a wonderful day, Melissa.
No, thank you all for participating, and Julie and Diego for leading us and teaching us about this important practice. And again, it's up to you to utilize this tool. It's very helpful. And so hope it provides you some positive results in your journey. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being a part of the conference.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Have a wonderful day and enjoy your rest of your conference. Take care.
Bye, everybody.